taking the grass from this field and filling the trough with it. Technically the sheep are walking around the field eating, but to emulate that, the trough gets filled with grass and the level of grass on the field is reduced. Not seeing that in that top field. We did for a short time, but it tends to get a little bit broken. Helper F is blocked by an object. What object? Dude, seriously. I didn't leave anything in the field and it's not me. I guess we're going to have to run up there and take a look. Okay, we are in field 7. Of course, I don't know which field we're in. When I look here, we're definitely not in Oakland Farm Pigs. So these are very much the same. What I'm going to do is I'm going to top up the sugar beets, and that'll give me an indication which field I'm actually on. So that's the sugar beet crate that's partially used. So one of these two fields now has a full load of sugar beets. Full load of sugar beets. And it's not that one. So we are in elm flower field. We need some hay. Definitely need a full thing of stuff. Whatever it is. So that should have taken a bunch from them. I think I've got a partial bale of hay at the back there, which I probably should have used, but such is life. And we have 6 bales of clover silage. So sheeps are happy, not enough room for another thing. So let's go find our... Oh yeah, he's stuck. Engine on. I see. And we do have, sadly, a lot of weeds on this field. So I might want to consider running around with herbicide this coming year and just spraying all of my fields. Generally, for the most part, I don't worry too much about weeds, but when you're looking at quite a significant growth of weeds on this field, they start making a difference. Let's weeds. Yeah, I mean, this field here, the grass is used by the sheep. Couldn't care less. This one here hasn't got any weeds on. This one here has weeds, but technically using the grass for sheep. 2, 5, 18. We're now getting to see quite significant infestations of weeds on all of these fields. And so I probably want to deal with that this year. It's not like base game, 100% of the field is covered in weeds, and so things are going to be bad. But it is getting to be a significant problem. Okay, so these sheep are fed. We were gone too long. So yeah, the whole feeding, using the grass that's in the field to feed the sheep, really nice feature when it works. When it doesn't work, it's annoying because I now have to provide for the sheep in the upper field, which is why we have the fresh maize. But also, doing it this way, I can scoop up grass in front of each of these troughs and use that to top up, sheep, the top field with grass and save my 800,000 litres of fresh maize for when it's actually needed during the winter. ground here not very flat, so it does cause issues with bucket digging in. There we go. We've got a little patch over here. Grab that. There we go. Tip the bucket back, everybody's happy. Try not to run over another sheep. Okay, so this one again. We're going to need to top up the beets. I don't know. One of these may be a partial, or not. But that's good. And we'll grab silage bale from the top and lob it. Boof, gone. Alrighty, so that should be Bramblewood Field taken care of. Cleanliness on both these fields will improve at the next tick. And somewhere in these this grass, there are a pair of water things, so we can top up the water for those sheep as well. And then we can top off with what we got, 371 litres of grass, so there's probably another 150 litres of grass in the top field. Oh, good grief. Struggling. How are we doing on fuel? Oh, I should probably fill this thing up with fuel. I mean, it doesn't go far, so it's just pottering around the farm, but obviously once a year we do end up emptying the tanks. Or the tank. Okay. So we can scoop this up as well, if done. So 633 litres of grass. That's not bad. And we'll bring the Brantner through, and 5,500 and 4,000, 1,200 short. Pull that out of the way, and again we'll just top off. And the advantages of using super strength and doing this by hand is I can just I don't have to put it on the ground and pick it up again, which is what you have to do. If there's forks in here, I can just drive straight over the feed area and it stays on the forks until I drop it on the ground. Okay, so oops. Oakfield farm sheep are mostly full. Like I said, 6,000. I'm not sure they take 10,000 litres. How much do these guys take? I mean, yes, there are more sheep in this field, and it's getting significant because they're maturing. While they were all still fledgling youngsters and less than 100 pounds, we have baby sheep expected. So newborn sheep, 126 pounds. They were less than 100, I think. They don't eat a lot of food. It says you need 428, but that's based on you've got 328 sheep in this field. Well, yeah, that's not actually sheep eating at their maximum capabilities. It's sheep eating based on their weight. So we do use less food in that field. But now that the sheep are getting to the mature stage, that's not a thing for us anymore. They are most definitely eating their weight. Which is good, because we should get, I should probably, well, spring. It's spring before we get the wool. So they don't really have to worry about getting the pallet out, although potentially maybe I should. Right now, we have to take the harvester down to the store and do some swap arounds. Okay, that goes there. Lights off, engine off. Jump out, feed the dog. Hi dog, have food. Okay, so it is. Well, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. The fields are damp, so the only thing I can harvest is potatoes and sugar beets at this minute. However, we need a header to cut sunflowers with. I really should have thought about this when we bought the harvester rather than when we need to harvest. Ugh. How big is this shed door? I don't know. I think it's about the same width. I was thinking maybe I could put the harvester in that shed. We did used to have the harvester in that shed. And the big tractors, but then we got more big tractors. So I decided to put them all in the same place. We moved most of our field kit down to the shed with the doors on the right, because we stored most of our planters and what have you. That was the right way. Up in the shed where our motorised equipment is now stored. Okay, what I need to do, harvesters. Back. Right, vent power flow HS12. Corn headers. That's the HS12. Okay, so that's a corn header. I don't want that. What I do want to know is an HS12. Oh, regular? They're regular headers? Yes. So that's what we've got. Helianthus 12,000. See, this is good for the 161, the S790, and 9240. S790 and 9240. Let's go back to harvesters. S790 and 9240. So this is designed for these two. 625 horsepower. So about 600, over 600 horsepower. Helianthus 12C. This is only 500 horsepower. 12,500 capacity. Yes, 790. I don't know. This does not have a bigger engine. So 496 is as big as the engine gets. That's interesting. Green and other green. I'm going to try... This could be an expensive mistake. I am going to swap this helianthus header for the other one. For the big one. Although we are a good 120 horsepower short. Let's... decisions. I mean, we are looking... This is much more. 306. This says the helianthus 57. That's the 57. Oh, 560 is the 57. That's 387 horsepower. 380. That'll take the helianthus 12. Now I think we're competing with this one. It's 380 horsepower, 10.5. We're 496. Oh, definitely. Yeah, okay. So we should be able to run the big helianthus on this thing. No trouble. Let's turn the lights on again. So that's our plan. We are getting a big giant helianthus header. So this sunflower crop will take no time to bring in. Well, actually, we're going to need a truck on site because obviously we're going to be filling this thing up quite quickly. Anyway, so sunflower crop to our right. Yeah, that's the other thing I noticed on the videos put out for Calmsden Farm so far. This road is mild with the overhanging trees when compared with Calmsden roads. Now I tend to drive this strip on, and also the approach to our farm, in cab. During the summer, spring, part of fall. Just because, you know, the overhang is so severe, you just can't see where you're driving. And the roads aren't exactly straight. We are not going to make that. 20 miles an hour. Maybe I should have got there. Thanks, dude. You really got me stuck on the tree. Oh, yes. Indeed. Whoa. Yeah. What I was about to say is maybe I should have got with the wheeled one because I think it goes faster than the tracks. But for the most part, yeah, once we've done this shopping trip, I don't need to come back. And my oversight that I was mentioning earlier was I should probably have bought the 2 headers that I need with the header trailers when I bought this harvester, so I wouldn't have to do this. I can tow the headers back with the tractor. But the problem is I need the harvester at the shop so that I can put the header on the header trailer, because that's a thing. Anyway, we'll get to the store. We'll swap out the header and trailer. And then... Oh! The crop has dried out, so it's not too damp a morning for surprise. I also need to keep an eye on field 5, I think it is, the one next to the sheep field, because I am expecting a 3rd cut of clover from that field as well. And again, we'll probably do clover silage, which means we'll have more silage to sell over winter. We're basically looking at making a lot of money from clover. Okay, I can sell that. Had that for 56 days. And we can sell that. That's still 18,000. That's good. And then we need a helianthus header, which is under standard headers. It's 47,000. That's expensive. And 12 meters. Shame I can't change the colour, but it is what it is. I think what I will do is we'll hop back in the harvester and I will attach that to the front before we spawn the trailer, because I don't know which way round everything's going to be. Okay, let us face that way for now. This could be tragic as well. Dollies, slow loaders, header trailers. HR12, that's the sugar beet harvester thing. So I think we have to use that one. I could use one of these. That's for the Corio 12, that's the Convio 12. That's for a regular harvester. I don't know. We'll do this one, just because, and I'll go with the red one. Okay, expensive purchases. Yay. Okay, which way round is that? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wrong way. He's doing his thing. Okay. Fortunately, the JCB's down here. So we can go and make this job a little bit easier. Well, slightly easier. Problem I have here is, okay, I think, yeah, this trailer is facing the wrong way and the turn radius on it is abysmal. And the turn radius on the JCB is excellent. We are going to completely outturn this trailer as we try and do this. So long hauler will probably have some suitable comments for trying to get this done. As you can see, we're just dragging. Oh, it actually has a rear steering axle, which kind of sort of helps, not much. Alrighty, now let's get this thing straightened out. We'll jump in here. We're still running. We're still running. That's good. And straight. There we go. Forward a bit. Maybe not. Maybe that's good enough. Alright. That's really bad, but it is what it is. Okay, we can jump back in the JCB and take this back to the BGA. Where's my weight? Over there. That, lower that, and turn off the engine. Okay, we're good. So, easy way to do loading a header. It does help to have a tractor on hand, and it would probably help if I was hauling this by tractor to the field, because then I could position the header in the right place, put it on the harvester, and then drive the header trailer out of the way. Hauling the whole thing with the harvester obviously means that I have to achieve all of that on my own. Anyway, and that header is sticking out way too far at the front into oncoming traffic, which is what I was afraid of. Anyway, maybe we should warn oncoming traffic that we are a big, slow-moving load. So we got a couple of cars went on ahead of us, but I'm pretty sure I